Hi, everybody. Welcome. Look who's here. SunPsychic Jean. And
Hi,
I'm
everybody.
and I'm Terry at Holding Your Space. So welcome to anybody that's not here yet. And we'll be here soon. So we are going to do a chat and we're going to answer some questions. Do you want to do mediumship or guide angel questions?
Yes, all of the above. But yeah, let's do some. Hi, Wiki. Nice to see you.
Hello,
Um,
beautiful.
yeah. The spirit guide questions, mediumship questions, and you know what I've really from time to time I really like doing like a psychic reading. Like somebody says, I would like a reading about me right now, and what that enables me to do is to tune into your energy, your soul's vibration, and just let you know what I feel, what I see, what I sense, what I feel, and that's like on the psychic connection. So it's right here in this time and place, and I don't have to go over and crossing over to the other side. But not that I have, but it's just a really neat way to connect. And it's a way for you to see yourself in a new light, in a spiritual sense. So it's a lot of fun. Mhm.
I love that. Okay, Rishi, I've got you starred, dear. Um, also, when you're doing that, are you like abiding in their heart space and their solar plexus, or are you connecting with the crown chakra?
It's 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 an energetic. I feel it in my clairsentience. So I feel it in my body, and it's my intention to imagine with my imagination and my creative mind what about the person, and I picture them, and then I picture their vibration. I sort of like focus on what their vibration might be, and then I connect that vibration to me, and then I say what I feel, what I see, what I sense.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, that sounds like fun. That's a new toy. I love that, Jane. That's
And it's
amazing.
it's just a psychic reading, but I'm not psychically picturing or clairvoyantly looking. I'm sort of sensing in your heart, in their soul. I can pick up their soul's vibration and then describe that, because my soul is vibrating, and your soul is vibrating, and it's that connection. It transcends time and space, and it's like a quantum connection. Anything that transcends time and space is quantum. And my soul's vibration and your soul's vibration transcends time and space. That's how I connect to your loved ones on the other side. They transcend time and space, and I can connect to their soul's vibration. They're in the purest form, and they send the most beautiful love, the most beautiful feeling of love that I feel and that they want me to express to you. It's such an honor to translate these messages from your loved ones, because it's that divine unconditional love that I get to tap into.
Your angels behind you are flapping their wings.
Well, I
Got
can
a little
feel it.
movement.
Somebody's here.
Got a little movement back there. They are loving what you're saying. I love what you're saying. Um, we were talking backstage, everybody, about or in the studio, whatever you call it, in the StreamYard, about the hive mentality.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yes.
want to bring that up because I just love that. I think that's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. Um, I had someone ask me to do a reading on ant people. They heard, you know, science fiction, or something about ETs, and they wanted to know more about ant people, or either that or they had a dream about ant people and they wanted to know about what I knew about ant people. So I'm like, I've never tried that before. Let's give it a try and see what happens. And I closed my eyes, and the first thing I heard was they said, we prefer ant beings, not ant people. So people is like a human term, right? So they're like, oh, okay. So I said ant beings. So I went in and I connected, And they said that the ant beings are all one consciousness. It's like the consciousness of ants, the consciousness of turtle, the consciousness of dove, the consciousness of bear. It's like the uh, archetype of that animal, right? But it would be the consciousness of ants. They're all one, and it's not ants here on Earth. It is ant beings that this person interacted with or had a inquiry about. Ant beings. It's an extraterrestrial race, and they are of a hive mind. They all have and have one mind, but they express in an individual expression. And I heard recently that somebody described humans as being this, that humans are one soul. We have one soul on the other side. We are all one. And yet we have individual expressions. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's what they told me about the ant beings.
Yeah.
And it would just blew my mind. It might be a little early in the show to get this deep, but it was really it was really amazing.
No, I love it. I love it. And I feel like, I feel that way about humans, that
Can
we
I
are. Oh, yeah, please,
Can
please.
I just do a little shout out for Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot? Hi, Scott. I was actually just watching your show from last night or something just before the show. And I want to let you know that I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much confidence, so much support. I don't know if you felt it. I don't know if you got up this morning and thought, wow, I seem to feel a little bit better. Like
Oh,
I don't want he's doing some training for a new job, and it's a big burden. It's a huge burden, and he knows he's going to get through it. But I just wanted to give him some levity, some lightness, so that he can get through it and not have not have it be so heavy. But happy Friday to you, Scott. And I definitely do wish you all the best, and I'm thinking about you. And maybe everybody here can just think of Scott and hope for the or give him the wishes for the most benevolent outcome.
yeah. Scott, sending you so much love and, pink and, purple light. So, aw, so thank
Hey,
you. I really appreciate that. That's so
we
sweet.
have a very special connection. Yeah. Yep, Scott,
Yeah.
you're $1,000,000 for sure.
Yeah, he's amazing. And
Mm.
anybody that isn't, I'm sure everybody here knows about Scott, but please subscribe, and like everything Scott does.
He has a heart of gold, and you know that
Does.
I caught that angel. You've seen his angel, right?
No.
Oh my gosh. I have an angel caught on tape that flew into Scott's heart.
Oh.
Do you wanna see it?
Yes, I would love it.
Scott, can I show everybody your angel? He loves when I do this. Let me just get
Oh,
there 1 second.
Rocky
He
says
has his
she
own
saw it.
folder even. Let me see.
Oh,
Let me see.
that's so exciting,
I
Scott.
should probably put it in the front. Arriving. Okay. Does everybody want to see Scott? Did he say, sure, I'm work lurking, may not be able no, okay, he won't be able to respond. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want to bring that up?
There's Scott.
Okay. You can drop his question so we can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, okay, right over here, you'll see a little white thing start right over here. And then it has big giant wings and it stops right around here. And it looks like it's an angel that stands up. It looks like you can see two little legs. It stands up right here. And then it almost like dives right into his heart right here. I'm telling you. And this is as slow as it can be. And I'm just going to get it till I can see it come in. Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right. Ready? All right,
Uh-huh.
everybody. If anybody is not watching, get close to your phone and zoom in. Say, oh, JR says, I want to see. Okay, everybody. So watch right here. And I played a couple times, but go ahead. Ready?
Oh,
Can
that's
you
so
believe that?
beautiful. Scott, and look at Scott's beautiful smile while it's happening. It's like, you could feel it, Scott. It's just beautiful, your energy.
Isn't that
Oh,
amazing?
and,
It, mhm.
I love it because it looks like it's coming in the back of his heart chakra, which is one of my favorite places to, for tenderness, you know? It's such a tender spot. It's beautiful, Scott.
Yep. All right. This is just one last time. Um, it's hard to see. Like I tried stopping it. Like this is the wing, this is a wing, this is the head, the body, and these are two legs down here. And he comes here, and I say he, it looks like a man. It comes here, and it looks like he kind of stands up. He almost like stands up on his feet and then comes in. So watch, see him?
Yes. Oh
Did
my
you?
gosh,
I
it's like he's
told you. I
diving
told
in
you.
like a
I
swan dive.
yep. But the way he comes in for a landing first and then kind of stands up right there, standing,
Yes.
and
Oh,
then I know.
that's amazing. Beautiful,
And
Scott. Thank you for letting us
these
watch that.
these are the miracles. These are the miracles that are happening. Oh, it looks like a dove. Yeah. Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful, JR. Yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. I mean, I think a lot of people here, oh, Wiki's still saying that's so cool. She's seen it a couple of times, but I think a lot of people here have seen it before, but it is actually a miracle. And like when you hear the term that they say the veil is thinning, this is what's happening. Like Terry can see the angels behind me, and I can see Scott's angels and catch it on. I mean, actually, it was on YouTube. Anybody can go and see. It was Kevin the Healing Medium and Scott. It was back, I don't know, back in March or something. And it was within the first 30 seconds of the show. And it was just like it was, that is slow motion. That's slowed down as far as I can. Jean caught that, or I wouldn't have known. And it was like within the first 30 seconds, and it was only like a little white thing that went past the screen. And I went in and I tried to like screenshot it, but it was still too fuzzy. So then I recorded it and slowed it down. And oh my gosh, it was, yeah, it's amazing.
Sending us wowzer, right? Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. I'm so glad you caught that. Scott, could you feel it? I don't know if you're able to answer or not. I know you're busy,
He
but
said, he when we did like, he was on my show, and like for the first 20, 30 minutes, that's all we did was talk about this. But um he said that he felt like he was really tuned in. He felt like all the mess, because he was with Kevin the Healing Medium, and he was like, I got to get up my game. When you're with Linda G, and you got
yeah,
to be, step up your game and stuff. And he said he felt really on in sync, and him and Kevin were pulling the same cards, and they were it was like they were almost, I forget, they were pulling the same cards, and something else happened that was like really synchronistic. And it was like the whole show was like really, really, he was really in tune. And he just felt like, oh, maybe I had a good connection, or me. And here it was that it was, I mean, maybe it was the angel, but we also did um, uh, catch a video. I think Ocean Clarnett caught the video of the angel leaving, and the angel leaving was like around 9 minutes or 19 minutes. I don't recall exactly what time it was leaving, but that was really fast, and it was hard to see. But I have that video
wow,
too. But it like flew out of his back and around in front of his head and across the room, and it was really fast. But I know.
amazing, Amazing. I love it when the camera catches that stuff. Yeah.
Well, when we ask our spirit guides and our angels to assist us, you can just imagine that they're coming in this energy form. And because I don't know why or how it was caught on film, but it is. And it's really just very beautiful. And Scott's very lucky. And he has a heart of gold. He has a way of really just tuning into someone and saying the words that they really need to hear at that moment. And it's just really beautiful. You know, um, talent that he has. He's just very gifted, and he listens to his heart, and he wears his heart on his sleeve and stuff. So, but I love it. I love it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, he's amazing. Oh, Scott. That's so sweet. I love that these things can be caught on camera and that, it's such a confirmation, isn't it? And such a confirmation for you, Scott, that you're in the right space, right where you need to be. Yeah,
And this is why like the ETs or aliens are becoming more and more um, talked about these days, and experiencers are sharing their stories, and near death experiences are talking about what happens when we go to the other side and we just wake up. And I've had loved ones tell me, I didn't feel the accident. I didn't feel the fall. I felt like I just had my eyes closed. And when I woke up, I was over there. I don't even remember the trauma. They said it seems like a faint dream of something may have happened, but it's not trauma to them when they get to the other side. I learned a lot about what uh, it's like because of the different things that your family, your loved ones, has shared with me. And it's just really, really very beautiful. One of the most profound things that I I didn't know until the words came out of my mouth. A woman asked me for a message from her father, and her father passed like 30 years ago or something. And he says, I am right beside you. I have not left you. He said, you're here and I'm right here. He says, the day I passed, I was right next to you. Like I say here because that's how close he was to her soul. He was right next to her. He has not left her side the whole time. And he says, just because 30 years to humans seems like so far away, we think of distance when we think of time, when we think of time passing. It
right.
seems far away, but there is no
Mm,
distance. There is no time on the other side. It is all now. So the moment he passed, he's been by your side. He is always by your side. And when your day comes, he'll be by your side. He has not gone anywhere. And he said, time does not equal distance. And I was floored. I was like, and the words were coming out of my mouth, but it was something I had never considered. It was so profound. And it's really one of the most beautiful things I've heard. It just changes you, you know?
it really does, doesn't it? We think of, time and space as linear, but everything is so cyclical, isn't it? And, yeah, so I've been noticing now, and I noticed this in a reading for someone's, I believe it was someone's mother that was dancing with them. And those cords that we have that we cut of things that don't serve us, but there's also the cords, the nurturing cords of love and light that connect us with our loved ones that are on the other side, and they just kind of flow between us all, and in constant movement. It's really beautiful. It's like a dance, and it sparkles, and they're filled with light. It's just so beautiful.
Wow. I had never heard that described that way before. That's beautiful.
I It came in a reading. It wasn't me. Yeah, it was spirit showing it to me, and it was one of the it makes me teary-eyed just to think about it. It was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen.
Wow.
Hi, Lisa, I gotcha. So, Sue Toffee says, "That was so special to see those of us who know but don't see, just beautiful." Thank you for sharing Scott's Angel. Beautiful start to my morning.
Oh,
Aw,
you're welcome, sweet
smooth.
toffee.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good morning. Are you in Australia? Um, so that's where my daughter is right now, and I know the time is
Oh,
really different. Speaking of no time or space, right? So,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. Well, um, so how did you get started doing all this, Jean? Because you're so gifted and you've got this beautiful energy.
Well, I've been studying for many years, maybe about like 25 years. I started studying feng shui, and I moved into crystal healing, and I did Reiki, all three levels, and then I did shamanic energy healing for about 3 years, and everything in between. I did tarot classes. I did what there was like metaphysical stories. I was there taking a class. That's what you did. I always had readings done, and I've always felt and sensed. I just was really sensitive. I could feel other people's feelings. I could feel other people's vibration. I could sense, I used to like weather still um, affects me in the sense that I'm just real sensitive when the barometer drops or rises really fast. I
Mhm.
can I'm affected by it, and, like, if there's a storm, I'm real calm if the storm isn't gonna be violent, but if there's a storm and they say, "Oh, it's just gonna blow over," and I have a nervous feeling inside, I know that it's gonna be bigger than like, I can just weather, and that's where I guess my sensitivity started. They used to call me, like, Chicken Little, Chicken Little?
Yes. The
Chicken
sky
Little
is
is a
falling.
storybook, and in that, the baby Chicken Little used to run around and say the sky is falling because something fell from a tree. Is that what it was?
I think so, yeah, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. I remember that. It
But
was
I
so
would tell
cute.
everybody, get in the car, go home, get home early, watch yourself when you're out there driving. And I would leave work just because of a storm coming in. It's crazy. The traffic is crazy around here. So but yeah, it's especially like snowstorms and stuff. Yeah, so I've always just been real sensitive throughout all of this. Um, I would hear things and know things. I knew like when my niece was pregnant, and I called and I said, I knew my brother has two girls and I knew it was in that family. I said, I know it's one of you. And they're like, no, Auntie, no. And she goes, Auntie, I'm so sorry. I couldn't tell you. It wasn't time yet. And I couldn't believe you knew. And this was before I was doing this. This was like, 10 years ago or something. Um, Another time before I was doing this, like things would happen to me. I was just just waking up, and my husband had already gotten up, and he was in the kitchen having coffee, and I was just waking up. You know how just before you wake up, you're still like kind of laying there trying to wake up, and I heard somebody say, "I'm the guy who died last night." And I was like, "What the heck? What was that? What did I just hear?" And it sounded like it came from outside of my bedroom window. And it was a second story window, but I just felt like there was an energy out there saying, "I'm the guy." Like they know I can hear them. And I told my husband, I said, "I just heard something, a voice say that they died last night." I said, "He said he's the guy who died last night." So we live on a corner and there's a street that goes this way and a street that goes this way. I said, I think it's on this street because that's the side of the house, but I don't know. So my husband's like, oh yeah, maybe you were still dreaming. He's always like the voice of reason. So don't you know? 2 weeks later, we saw a big dumpster out there and they were clearing out the house from the guy who died. I said, I told you, I knew what night he died. He came and told me, but he probably was looking for somebody who could hear him, and I could. And but this was before I took classes and I couldn't like make him say it. It just happened to me. But these things evolve and you become more and more aware and more sensitive and less frightened. The less frightened you are, the easier it is for the messages to come in. Like you don't get in your own way sometimes. And a lot of practice.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? So when that energy comes in, and by the way, everybody that has questions, I think I've got everybody starred, but we're doing energy readings today too. If you'd rather have an energy reading, so just um, where you're at right now and your energy. Um, um, how does that energy come in for you, Jean? Like, um, do you know it? Do you see it? Do you hear it?
Well, it's different for each person that I do readings with, but the gentleman outside of my bedroom window, it was clairaudient and sort of like it was a more of a knowing than a I didn't hear anybody with my human ear. I heard them like in my knowing, you know.
Yeah,
Like he was it was more of a telepathic communication.
right. Subtle senses. Yeah. So we've got all those physical senses, everybody, but then you've also got the subtle senses, which is more of a knowing of hearing and a knowing of different things. And then you take it one step further and you can take it into the superconscious mind or higher self. And it's just knowing everything. And being it's an awareness, I think is a good way to put that, don't you?
Yes.
You're aware. It's not so much that you have to even hear it at that point. You're just aware. So,
Yep, and lots of
yeah,
practice, you guys. I still, I do a weekly practice, a monthly practice, privately, not on here, and I do, classes, and I do practices like, meditations together with people, guided journeys with people, and I practice all the time. I practice my skill. And then when I'm on here, you guys allow me to practice as well. But I practice every day. I connect and I raise my consciousness. I alter my consciousness to a different state. And if you do it, if you do it regularly, it doesn't take very long to go into that state and then come back out. And it's just in order to keep that muscle uh, strengthened, strengthened, strengthened.
yeah,
And um, and that's the regular everyday, talk to your angels, ask your angels what's important for me to know today. Bring me a surprise, make me laugh, let me know that you're here, show me a light, show me a butterfly, give me something and let me know that you're here. And you don't have to know if it's angels, guides, or loved ones. You can just say, let me know that you're here and make me giggle today, show me something funny. And you and say this each and every morning, and you may not see this every day, but you will start seeing it. Like, don't just give up if you don't see it the first day. Like, it's an energy. It has to build, it has to. And they really love catching you off guard. I mean, me, I'm telling you, they catch me off guard when I least expect it. I'm like,
yeah,
and it shocks me. I'm like, that was just spirit. I'm like, oh my God. They catch you off guard. If you're sitting there and you're trying, they're not going to do it when you're trying. It's when you let go and relax.
yeah. It's the small things, isn't it? Like a bird, and cardinals are a big thing. Birds are a big thing for me. And when I call birds in, it's kind of hard to get them sometimes. But when the minute I walk outside or the minute I get out of my car, bam, there they are, giving me messages, and I just love it. Um,
Yeah, you can say, I
okay.
know that was you. And I either just wink at them and say thank you, or I like to kiss my finger and say, thank you, I know that was you. Or I just, acknowledge and show gratitude. And I'm like, thank you for being here. Thank you for having my back. I'm so grateful to have this connection and to have this awareness that I recognize the sign that your effort is recognized in my soul. And that recognition and the validation of you validating them, they're everywhere. I know.
Yeah.
It's what builds the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to teach a class, Terry, because I think
I think so too. I love this. I love this. It's
I
beautiful.
know. Yeah.
All right. Well, there are a lot of questions here, so we should probably do you close the questions or do you leave them open? I know some people like I know Kevin likes to leave them open. Some people
I
do.
Um, I I sort of just, let spirit guide me, and sometimes there's people that it I just don't wanna I do both sometimes, but, and I have reasons for both.
Yeah.
So, but,
Yeah.
we're not gonna get to everybody, it's chosen at random, and we're just guided where we are, and, you know, yeah,
Yeah. I
I
love
do a little
that.
bit of both, yeah.
Oh, good. Um, Lisa says, I receive visits while asleep, very clear, not like a dream. I just don't know what to do with it. I've passed many messages on to people. Makes them giggle nervously. Yeah. Welcome to the team there. It's funny. It's like, well, it's not funny, but when you're an empath and people are kind of guided to you, and then you're at a party or something and somebody starts telling you beautiful things and they start crying a lot of times because it brings up a lot of emotion.
Well,
Um,
you're just the messenger, Sharp Lisa, and
yeah.
um, you are your awareness or your vibration while you're asleep is at a level that is open to communicate and bring it back. It's not that they're coming to see you, and not like my this happens to my sister as well, and she said that she told her friend about her mother who passed that came. She goes, well, why is she coming to you and not coming to me? It's my mom, and it's because she's still grieving, and her mother desperately wanted to let her know that everything is okay, like what, and her mother does want to connect with her, but it was just the situation. And she knew that my sister would be able to hear her to tell her. So it's like it can be a little, risky letting people know, but yeah, I think that explains it.
I love that. I love that. Oh, yeah. Sharon, that's beautiful. Your conversation is heart to heart, even if they're not listening. Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started. Would you like to pick one or
No, I'm going to let you
yeah?
pick.
Okay. Um, uh, Rishi has a nice question. I'd appreciate a reading on my career, having a hard time finding a job. Thanks for your time. Okay. And Rishi, I think you're still here, but let's double check. I wish we had that phone that Gerald has. He should just make one
Mhm.
for everybody.
He's
That's who
brilliant.
knows
Isn't he
that.
brilliant? My
He
gosh.
is so creative. There he is. Hey, Rishi. Okay. Um,
Mm. So what they're telling me, Rishi, is that you are uh, best suited for somebody who needs you, and it's important to trust in the divine timing that there is somebody out there that needs your special qualities, your special talent, and you don't want to just go anywhere because and then have it die off in 4 to 6 months. You want to wait for the one who needs you, and the one who needs you isn't quite ready for you yet. And just ask your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones to help you with the connection. And I'm letting you know, you'll say, what? I don't remember ever seeing that building. What's in that building? And then things happen in divinely as long as you're open to it and you say, allow the most beneficial connection or the most beneficial relationship and employment opportunity come to me in the time that is needed, rather than being disappointed and having thoughts of um, despair or disappointment because it hasn't happened yet. Just say, I know that a really good um, job is on the horizon for me. I trust you. I know that it's going to happen. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Rishi, yeah, I see something coming in too, and they're showing me that you're traveling to it, like you're on in your path. You're on the right path to where you need to be, but it's still winding around a little bit, but it's softly winding. It's not crooked. It's not up and down. It's just flowing. So you're flowing into it. Um, also, this could be about travel. This new position that you're looking for, and something about the car. Um, so I don't know if you're looking for something like that. And also, they showed me a person. It was a male that's associated with this position, and they have glasses and facial hair. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but I hope it does.
Interesting. So Rishi says, "Can I give it Reiki?" And I would say give yourself Reiki
Mhm.
to steady yourself and prepare yourself, and love. Give the love and the confidence that you need, and keep doing what you're doing. It's almost like a numbers game, you know. Um, it's keep doing it, because if you keep doing it, the one that needs you, it'll be there. Don't stop, don't try a different strategy, just keep moving forward, keep doing what you're doing, and one of the connections will match, guaranteed.
Yeah, and I
And
love I love that Reiki with it too. I love that because it's that flow is the flow of energy, isn't it? So,
mhm.
yeah, yeah, that's gonna be really good for you. Evelyn
And
likes that for her too.
your happiness is what is paramount, what is most important in the equation. Mhm.
Yeah, definitely abiding in your heart and seeing, does this feel good? Is this something that I want? Okay, can you see them or do you want me to pick again?
You can pick.
Okay, I'm trying to be a good host. So, but we're both hosting, so there we go. Lori Hunsinger would like an energy reading, please.
Okay,
Um,
Lori, very good. Thank you. And I just want to mention that Evelyn says she felt like that message was for her too, because she's working on her finding a job for her. So she's taking all of those suggestions, which
oh, I
I
love
think is
that.
great. Mhm. So, Lori, let's see if we can tune into you. Lori, I feel as though you're loved. You have many people that love you and admire you. A lot of people that rely on you and look to you for advice. I feel as though you're viewed as a wise person to your friends and family around you. I feel as though you have a few friends, but they're very, very loyal, and you have acquaintances and you're social, but you don't reveal a lot. You keep like a social facade, if you don't mind me saying, in the kindest way. You're social and pleasant, but you don't let a lot of people in. But the few people that you do let in are very loyal, that you can rely on. They may not be around you right now. And I'm also seeing a fox. It's almost like a silver-tailed fox. So I'm not sure if there's someone with a silver salt and pepper hair that is around you or is important to you, and or the fox is your power animal. But I see you living in a beautiful home, and there's a two-story home with a beautiful kitchen, and you don't like to mess it up too much, but when you get in there, the whole place is a disaster. Not a disaster, but you dirty every pot and every dish in the place. When you're cooking in a bunch of stuff in one day, you the whole place is a mess. But you like your area clean and tidy. But you are a beautiful soul and very loved, and you're almost like waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're almost kind of sitting, you kind of like have an anticipation, and you kind of know something is happening, something is on the horizon, and you're curious, and this is maybe why you're here.
It's beautiful. I love that. Lori, they're showing me the color turquoise and not just the stone, but the energy of protection and that you are protective, not just of your family, but of the planet. And they're showing me a circle of ancestors going around you. And there's a beating of the drum, um, and a feeling that circle feeling that not just of love, but the circle of the energy, the cyclical, like a vortex that opens up for you when you are meditating, but not just when you're meditating, when you're at peace. Well, same thing, right? So, um, and then they're also showing me feathers falling for you. So, I don't know if this is something that is that you're recognizing, Lori, when you walk outside, but they're showing me feathers coming to you, and they're saying they want you to fly and surrender something, to let something
Oh,
go. Um, are, go ahead, Jean, if you want to
no,
chime in.
no,
Go ahead.
that's just really beautiful to let something go and to fly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then there's the, of course, the Thunderbird that comes in, and the Thunderbird is, very, very high energy medicine. So the feathers, make sure you look for that, and they want you to fly like a feather. So, oh,
Really
what does
beautiful.
Lori say there? So true. I only let my heart sisters deeply know me. Thank you, Jean. I love to wait to see what will happen next. Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Okay. Um, let's
Thank
see.
you, Laurie, for the validation.
Yeah, beautiful. Um, Sharp Lisa. Oh, did we already? Yeah, we already did this one, didn't we? Okay.
Yeah, she was just sharing about that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was really nice though, Lisa. Michelle Krantz would like an energy reading.
cool. I just turned down my AC. Hmm. Hi, Michelle. Michelle Grants. Michelle Grants. And I love that you have a picture there that is really very helpful for me to tune into you as well. So, Michelle, I feel as though you're picking up some memories from your past life. I feel as though that you there's some things that ring true to you, some things that you feel like I remember that, like some things you learn or you hear, and you're like, I already knew that on some level. Like it's almost like you're bringing through some. Um, Experience and some knowledge from your past life, and you're just exploring with that and tapping into that, and you almost feel like there's a development in your character. It's, I mean, without all of us right now, our characters have changed, our awareness has changed, and something has shifted on the earth for sure for all of humanity. There is a difference in the frequency, and Gaia is evolving for sure, but you're feeling it personally, and you feel as though your character has changed. You feel as though you don't tolerate the things that are just not significant anymore. Like you may have like been really um, into, let's say, movies or magazines about movie stars, and now you're like, you know what? They're lovely, it's fun, but that's not really what is most important. Like you feel as though there's something more there, and this is like I just said that about Lori too. There's this something more that you're searching for, something more that you feel inside, and you feel this development inside of you. I feel like you're tapping into like a past life, the experience and the wisdom of your past life. I just feel as though it could be your education at night as well, to tapping into your higher self, and this education is opening up in your daily activity as well. But you're very connected, spiritual, aware, and you would really, it would blow your mind to get a past life reading, I think, or do something like that. I think what it is you'll be like, that's why. It'll validate things. You'll be like, oh, that's why. Oh, now I understand why this is happening. That's why I am, or this is what happens. It'll like explain a lot of things, not explain, but validate a lot of things for you. But you're in like a transitional period, and you have this awareness of many different dimensions. So trust it.
That's beautiful. Michelle, I'm seeing you dancing in the moonlight. So, I again, in your sleep, probably this is what you're doing. If you're not doing it, I mean, it sounds like a fun thing to do tonight, but but they're showing me all sorts of purple and blue light coming in. And I get that it's kind of Arcturian. So I don't know if this could be with the past life. This could also be with your guides right now. We're getting a lot of different galactic energy that comes through right now. But you're dancing with them, so you're in the flow with them. You've been through this dance before, they're saying. Not my first rodeo. So so this dance that you're doing in this lifetime, like, it takes us a while to remember what we forgot when we went through the veil, right? But it's all opening up. It's all starting to click, like Jean was saying. Uh, Perhaps that past life reading would open these things up quite quickly. Yeah, right. Keep dancing in the moonlight. It sounds beautiful. And when you're doing this dance at night, you're not alone. So you've got a soul family that, and you've been together time and time again. And some of them are guides now, and some of them might be here in the physical, but you pull each other up, and you've done this in other lifetimes. So you just, you're learning something, and you pull that one up, and that one up, and that one up until you're at the top of the mountain. So, yeah, beautiful. That one made me a little teary.
Aww.
Yeah, that
Michelle,
was
trust
lovely,
it,
Michelle.
trust it, trust it, and say, tell me something tonight. Please let me remember something every morning when I wake up, and whatever it is, just write it down. Whatever feeling you might have, or whatever, like something you think you're imagining, just write it down. You're developing for sure. Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Um, okay. Thank you, Michelle, for letting us read for you. Um, let's see. Hello, Evelyn. Oh, what a cute picture. Can my guide send some help with the job? The jobs that I've been seeing are not paying. Oh, and Evelyn had said, was it Evelyn that said something about Rishi's
That she
job
was,
too?
she was picking up on Rishi's reading,
Yeah,
the suggestions for Rishi, and to trust in that divine timing. But let's see if there's anything else for you, Evelyn. Um, I think that, I don't know, was it Terry on the one of our other shows that said that men apply for jobs that they are 20% qualified for, and women apply for jobs that they're 100% qualified for. So, it think outside the box and look for jobs that you aspire to, or that you know that you can do, because what they're looking for is somebody reliable, capable, trustworthy, and easy to learn, a learning curve, and dedicated. And these are the things that you have that they need. They don't need your expertise. They can teach you how to do it. They don't always, I know that they say they need experience, but they need a mature person, a reliable person, a trustworthy person, a person that can apply themselves and do a good job and be mature enough to say, look, this happened. It was a big mistake. I didn't know it happened. Let's try and fix it. Like they want that energy. They want that responsibility. They want somebody they can rely on. So maybe up your game a little bit and not beef your resume, but be a little more general, with your descriptions and yeah, maybe apply, look for the jobs that have what you think that you would be good at. If somebody just sat down and showed you, which I'm sure you could probably do anything if somebody just showed you how to do it. This is the kind of power that you have, Evelyn, and you know this. You can run circles around all of your managers. It's just it's don't let experience stand in your way. It's your energy that they need, and go on that.
Yeah, I love that. So Evelyn, they were showing me this little drawing. I don't know if you can see it very well or not. Oh, there we
Oh,
go. So it's like you're a problem solver. If there's a puzzle to find a way to do something, you've got it. You can find the way out. You can find the way through the maze. And like Jean was saying, there's so many people that don't think outside the box, right? You're not that box type. So, and they're also saying the way that you present yourself. So, not physically necessarily, but present yourself as I can do this. This is yeah, no problem. And like you were saying, Jean, and somebody that's men don't often they'll leap, but as women, we don't always, do we? We look for comfort. And then I pulled a couple of cards, and that was comfort that came in.
oh,
So
uh-huh.
you're in your comfort zone, but they're saying, and this is space and conflict. So sometimes we need to be a little bit more competitive, and we need to get out of our comfort zone, right, and get into space. Um, Something about documents and contracts that they're looking at, and something that might seem small and insignificant, but for you, you can find those things. I don't know if you're in law or what you're doing, but something about that, and it'll be a big growth potential for you.
Oh,
So,
wow. See? Somebody
yeah,
just has to show you, this is what I need you to do. And you're like, huh, I can do that. Like, that's no big deal.
yeah,
It That growth potential, I think, is really cool. Wow.
yeah, yeah. Good. Well, that was beautiful. Thanks, Evelyn. And let's see, we're gonna hide that.
I
And
know, right?
um, yeah,
Really nice. So, I when after you're done looking at that, I have a quick little question for you. You're welcome, Evelyn. All the best to you, sweetheart. You've got what it takes. You know you can run the nation if somebody asked you to. You're large and in charge. You have the capability, you have the know-how, and you're smart as a whip. Just say, I can learn just about anything.
yeah,
Just tell them straight as it is. Just tell yourself. Don't feel like you're boasting. You're not boasting. You're just telling them what your qualifications are. They need to know it.
yeah.
But yeah, all the best to you. So, okay, so you chose Sue. So what was um the deck that you used? What were those little pictures?
Oh, I just love these. These are from Magistr's Tarot in Australia, Libby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can
I know her.
forward these,
Okay.
yeah, and they're so easy. They're just amazing. But there's a lot of them too, but they're little.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they're easy and simple, and it's just one word, and it always hits it. It's like bam, it's always on it.
Right. Right. No, I
Yeah.
I like it. I like the imagery and the simplicity and the directness.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're clear.
Uh,
You're very clear. Your energy is very clear, Jean.
uh-huh.
So I can
Well,
see you really liking that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not a wishy-washy.
It's something I'm working on, that clear thinking and
I'm
clear thinking.
brutal to the point. No, I'm kidding. I'm not brutal. It's
No,
fun.
you're not. You do it with love, and but it's being clear is so important, using our voices. Okay, so Sue Toffee.
Aw.
This
Evelyn says, "YouTube made my day. I was feeling down this week."
Oh, honey.
Evelyn, believe in yourself, girlfriend. Put that sign on that mirror and say, "You're going to find the job of your dreams today." And every day recite that. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, "You're going to find the job of your dreams today." Whether it happens that day or the following week or the week after that, one of these days it's going to be true. And you're building that energy. You're building that energy. You're going to find the job of your dreams today. Put that on your mirror and tell yourself that in your eyes. Look at your eyes when you look in the mirror and tell yourself that every day. Yeah, sorry, I'm
No, I
feeling
love
it
that.
today.
I love that. You are in the power. Yeah. Yeah. So Sue Toffee
Oh, she
is
wants an
here.
energy reading. Okay.
Yeah.
Sue, you like things to be out in the open. You like things to be fair. You're a rule follower. You like to have guidelines and you like to abide by them. And you can't tolerate when you leave for lunch and you come back within an hour and everybody else stays out for an hour and a half. You're like, what the heck? Who, like, how could anybody even just do that? Like, how can anybody just take advantage and not follow a rule? The rule is there so that it's fair for everybody. And you like following rules. You thrive in that routine. You thrive in getting up, having your breakfast, going to, like, there's this routine, there's this rule, there's this expectation, and you know that what a well-oiled machine looks like and feels like. And you know that if everybody just does their part, everything will work 10 times better. And you are a rule follower and you love playing within the lines. And you don't tolerate cattiness or gossip, or you're very truthful. You can feel when somebody's like embellishing or saying something that kind of is I don't know, like they went to see a Beyonce concert last night or something, and it's I don't know, like when somebody's saying something to try and get attention rather than when somebody's saying something to share something exciting. Like you can tell where people are coming from, and this is your ability. You have a very good sense of character. You have a very good sense of yourself, and you have a very good sense of other people's character. And you watch what people do, other people's actions teach you and show you, give you information, and you're a very good observer of people. You're not a people watcher, but you're an observer of the community around you. You're very astute, and you're very wise, and yeah, but you're a very good judge of character. And this is a psychic skill. So this is a psychic skill. This is your ability to read people's energies. Um, and you can develop this and work on this. Um, you'd be really good at. They're showing me you flashing cards, like having somebody say, "What is this? A blue triangle or a red square or a yellow circle?" And you would know what that is. You're very good at. Is it projection or is it? I forget what the term is when somebody can like not a fortune teller, but you can
Manifest.
you can see what is the unseen. you can feel that vibration. It's almost like a projection or not up like a forecaster or something. But
A
you
seer,
have some skills there. Pardon?
a seer.
A seer.
Yeah,
Yes, a
yeah.
seer. Uh, oh my gosh, her job title is rules officer. You are
Well,
in the
that's you.
right job, Sue. Wow.
That's
Wow.
beautiful. I love that. I love that. So, Sue, they're showing me, um, it's something about a beach, and there's a scarf, um, or a wave that you're on, but it's calming and it's clear and it doesn't go up real high. It doesn't go low real high or real low, rather. But it moves gently. So there's like this calm clearness about you. They're showing me the blue waters. So and the blue waters a lot of times for me that means serenity. And that also brings in the divine feminine for me when I think about that, and it's very healing. But and the Marys when they come in with their blue veil of serenity. Just that you can do that for people, that you can give them that strength and that hope. Um, um, and it's also wrapping yourself up in that light. They're saying so. Make sure that you're taking time to um, stand tall and know your strength, and and walk like an Amazon. They're saying for some reason. So and I feel this strength coming in around us these days of the giants. And they're huge and they're powerful and they're stoic and they're strong and they're clear. And I feel like you've probably got a lot of this energy around you. You probably had it all your life. So anyway, feeling that energy coming in for you. So I hope that works.
Wow.
All
That's
right.
beautiful.
Yeah. Do you can you see the we've got oh, we're already at 101. So do you want to pick one more or do you want me
I'm
to?
really liking the way that you are doing the picking.
Okay.
And and
I don't
no pressure. Nobody knows anything. They just see they just see the questions come up. They don't know, we don't have a third person, a little gremlin in the background picking for us.
yeah, it's just
Actually,
giving
spirit
me
is picking
11.
for us.
Yeah, they really are. Okay, Mimi. Mimi Nee. I love that name. Hi, ladies. Thank you for sharing your gifts. If you have time, I would like a reading. Okay, and we're doing energy readings right now, Mimi. So,
Yes, hi Mimi. So you do have your guard up, Mimi, because I'm trying to connect to your energy, and I feel as though you are either quiet or you don't talk very loud, or you like to sit in the back of the bus and watch everybody else go by. I'm not really connecting. Like you're not saying, "Here I am." You're saying, "Come find me." Like I see you all the way back in the back. So I see you as being an observer and introverted, introspective, quiet, and you don't really have to talk a lot. You have you're quite you are a beautiful individual, and a lot of people notice you, and I think this makes you feel uncomfortable, and in a sense like you're like, why is everybody looking at me, and you tend to try and disappear or make yourself invisible when needed. This is something you can turn on and turn off, and it's only in a very comfortable, relaxed atmosphere where you know others that you can really come out of your shell. And when you do, you're funny in a giggly sense, um, and you have like a really quick little humor, um, and but you're very kind, you're very sensitive, and you don't like to step on other people's toes. You're extremely conscientious because you have such sensitivity, and but it's very sweet and kind. Let me see, Mimi, is there anything else about you? they're saying that you could build like a blue egg of protection, or have a power animal, or ask your angels to stand beside you to help you to feel, um, have that barrier between you and other people. You don't have any boundaries, so when people look at you, you let them, you not let them, because you didn't let me, but sometimes they can come into your energy. But work on having your angels put a boundary there for you, so that when you feel uncomfortable or you're around people who do not deserve your energy, that you can have that protection there, that boundary there. So let me know if that makes any sense.
Yeah. So Mimi Neat, I just love that name. So I feel like you're waiting at a bus stop, right? You're waiting for your bus to come in or your ship to come in, but and you're quiet and you don't make waves, but you're listening to headphones and you're listening like some screaming punk rock. So there's this inner,
You would never know it.
yeah, there's this inner part of you that is like, man, and but maybe you don't let other people know that part of you, like, and we do that, don't we? We have friends for different things and whatnot. Like one's for the movie, one's for telling all your innermost secrets and whatnot. But I'm seeing that bus come in, and your bus come in with your community on it, your tribe. So I don't know if that's already in place for you right now, but I think that um and I'm feeling a little bit in my solar plexus right now, like maybe you that makes you a little uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to be a huge bus. It doesn't have to be filled. Just expand that circle, and it can be um like that person is okay to go to the movies with, and this person is okay to go dancing with, and this person is okay to listen to punk rock with. But so they're saying to look at your circles. It's always a circle. It's always a circle. And um, there's new openings coming up with those circles for you, like new energy coming in. So it looks really pretty. Beautiful, Mimi. All right. Um, okay. Do you have time to do one more?
Sure.
Okay. All righty. Aw. Yeah, these are fun. I love that we're doing these. These are a blast, man.
Yeah, it's I do. It's when you are vibrating and you feel that vibration. But with Mimi, like I was like searching for her, and I could see that she was like, not me, not me, not me. Like I'd feel her retracting a little bit. So that, even though, and I was gentle, and she did ask for the reading, but I didn't. I knew not to reveal like the whole can of worms. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
important to be um, discerning there. But she's quite intelligent. She does definitely has that awareness. But it is fun, and it's telling, because when, like, I could do a reading on you and you could do a reading on me, and every day it would be something different, something new, something about our energy that is going on right now. So, but
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. I love that. Okay. JR, my question comes up. Can I get an energy reading too? Sure, JR.
So I feel a survivor energy around you. And it's almost like, fool me once, shame on me, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Like, it's y- you can't fool me twice, in other words, like, it's people have let you down, and you've learned to have to rely on yourself, and it's a you're learning to build the discernment on trusting and allowing other people in, or allowing certain situations to occur. But if you look at yourself and you look at your energy and you look at the wisdom, I don't think that you would ever change anything that has happened in the past, because it has made you who you are today. And it's almost made you stronger and made you more aware of yourself and more self sufficient than you ever thought you could be, even though it was painful, even though it was, devastating to have when somebody else is betrays you. It is the hardest thing to get over. It is the hardest thing. And I feel as though you're a survivor many times over. It's almost like if you were to have a parent, or you had somebody in your childhood that was, uh, you know, a not a, maybe, I don't know, they were not very nice, and they uh said things about you that weren't very nice or something, and then you're like, that would never happen to me again, because I don't like the way that person said that to me as I was growing up. Every time they saw me, that's what they would say, and I don't like that. And then it ends up later in life, this happened, but you didn't know this was happening until it revealed itself. And it's almost like you sort of wonder what was wrong with me that I couldn't see that. But there was nothing wrong with you. It was a way for that. It was a way for your soul to expand and grow into the awareness and the confidence and the strength that it needed to grow. They were just catalysts. But that's really different. So that's what I'm saying.
Wow. So, JR, the first thing that came up was the number 8. So the infinity sign. Also, we're in the month of August. So I don't know if you're a Leo, but and then it's 888 is coming in. So and that's infinity times 3, right? And 3 is the Trinity. And so that's receiving energy. Um, they're also showing me a desert, like, maybe you feel sometimes like you've been walking through a desert, or a desert might be your power place. But like, some people don't see the beauty and the ruggedness and the stones and the cactus and, um, um, yeah, snakes, which is healing energy. So, but you can, like, you can see these places and the ruggedness of it. They keep talking about the strength of the ruggedness. And sometimes it's all those little things that add up to who you are. So, there's something there about being dry also. So I don't know if you have a dry sense of humor, but that could be part of that. But, also, there's a practicality with that, where, you see things as they truly are with that infinity, and you see how it can go either way now. So, anyway, it's really interesting energy, JR. So that infinity, and it keeps going around and around for you. So, which is what life is, right? What the universe is. But,
Wow.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting. Very interesting.
very rugged.
Um, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
The visuals that you picked up and the sense that you picked up with those visuals, and but I was thinking of the Lion's Gate as well with the
Yeah.
888, and but it was it may just be something in her past, or in her vicinity now, maybe an affinity that she has. I don't know, but that's
She's
really neat.
saying,
What is
yeah,
she saying?
she's saying that I'm trying to build myself up stronger so that I don't get into bad situations. Well,
Okay.
you're aware of everything that's going on, and you're seeing it clearly. Um, so and you're seeing oh, you're a Sag, still a fire sign, yeah. And you're seeing it when we see these things. I mean, and sometimes we have to do that, right, to remember who we are. I mean, I call those effing growth opportunities. So
Mhm.
that's and I've had quite a few of them in my lifetime. But yeah, we've all been there, dear. So we and I think it's rare to find someone on their spiritual path that hasn't. And there are some that haven't had to have those life opportunities, but growth opportunities. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Jean. This was so much fun and beautiful. And thank you, JR.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Terry. It was so much fun, and it's something a little different, and something nobody else is doing.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Let us know in the chat. Let us know if you would like to do these types of readings again. And if you're watching this after the live, please leave a message below and let us know if this is something you'd be interested in. Please give Terry Holding Your Space a thumbs up and subscribe if you're watching this on my channel. And my name is SunPsychic Jean. My channel is SunPsychic Jean. And my website is Sun Psychic Gene. If you want to get a hold of me, just type in Sun Psychic Gene and you'll find me. I do offer private readings. I have many different types and 15-minute readings, 30-minute readings, 1 hour readings, all different. So please do check it out if you're interested. And thank you, everybody, for being here. It was really very special, and it requires a level of energy to be held. And Terry is holding your space. This is what I say all the time. You guys are holding space for us. You're raising your vibration and holding it there. And you're focusing and intending for the reading, for the most important information for you to hear to come through. And we can feel this. If I'm just sitting here by myself, but yeah, I'm just letting you know, with all of you here together, it helps us to raise our vibration. It certainly does. We feel it. We definitely do.
Yeah. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. Yeah. We are talking about it, Lori. We are definitely talking about it, getting together more often. So all right. Well, thank you, everyone. And please subscribe to Sun Psychic Jean also and give her a thumbs up on her channel. And I also do readings. So Terry Holding Your Space at gmail.com. So got a website almost ready to go. So have a great weekend, everybody. And our light sees your light, and it's lovely. So namaste, everybody. Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you, Jean.